Well, well, it's still morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. You get to see me when I come on today. No screen, no nothing, just me. No, I do. Hey, Tanika. Thank you for sharing the video. Hey, Gabrielle. Y'all come on through because we're going to have a conversation today. And I might, upset a few people, but I don't care. You know me, I don't care. But we gonna get a little deeper than Tremel got with this video. Because Tremel was driven by passion yesterday, and I'm gonna be driven by logic. And we gonna logically dissect some of this video. I'm not playing the video because the video, triggered a few people. And it is triggering to see that. So I'm not gonna play the video again. We're just gonna talk about it today. Hey Lisa. Hey Ashley. Hey Tyrone and Famous. Hey Lady T Carter. Thank you for being a new subby. Y'all, this is deep. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are enjoying your weekend. It looked like it was going to be rainy, but now the sun is coming out. But where we live, child, the sun will come out, and then it'll pour down rain, and the sun will be back out like it never rained. It's like we live in Florida, because in Florida it does that a lot. If you've ever been to Florida in like Orlando or Miami, it literally will be raining across the street, and on the other side of the street, it'll be bright and sunny, and you like, how the hell is that happening? Oh my God. Yes, but in 2 weeks, me and Tremel have our 3-year wedding anniversary coming up. We do. And some of you asked us to make an Amazon wish list, and we did that. And I'm going to put the link for you guys, for those of you that wanted it. I am going to put the link for the wish list in the chat. Hold on. They keep changing this thing over and over. All right, there you go. Hey, Lawrence.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
What?
My ear.
That's our Amazon wish list if you want to get us something for our anniversary. Some people did ask for it. So there it is. The wish list for the anniversary. 3 years. Long years.
Whatever.
You hear him in the background. Yes. I went on my little walk yesterday. I'm proud of myself. I did it 3 times this week. I think I overdid it because my leg is like on fire. When I tell you on fire, my leg is on fire, but it's not going to stop me. I know that it's just more stimulated because I've been walking. And I've been enjoying it. It revitalizes me. It gives me something to do. I know Joe Mel has been loving it because he's been going on the walks with me. Except yesterday, he got groomed and he don't even look like the same dog. The only reason why I know it's Joe Mel is because as soon as I pulled up, he started. That's a shame that my dog knows when I pull up. Like he knew when I pulled up, I heard a dog squeaking and squawking and I'm like, I know that's not Joe Mel because literally as soon as I pulled up and parked the car, he started. And I'm sure it's the sound of the car that he's used to when we pull up in the driveway and stuff like that. So when I pulled up, he started, and I saw they had him in the kennel covered up. I said, yeah, my baby don't like being locked up in no kennel. As soon as I walked in, he went ballistic. And I was looking like, is that my dog? Because Jomel with no hair looks completely different, like a completely different dog. So, yeah, like a chihuahua. I said that he looks like a chihuahua to me. If his tail didn't curl over his back, he would look like a fat chihuahua. So, hey, Tanika Green. Hey, at it again, media. How you doing? Right, they know the sound of the car. Hey, Terry. Hey, Patricia. They know the sound of the car. But anyway, let's get started. So I know if y'all saw Tramel's video yesterday, those of you that saw it, a lot of people saw it from the views and the comments. You saw the video of the little boy. First, they shaved his head like an old man. They cut all of this part of his hair off and made him look like George Jefferson or some old man. And then they wrote the word gay on the side of his head. And I believe it was his older sister and his older brother.
Or his mother and his brother.
Or his mother and his brother. And that makes it worse. I could tolerate if it was, well, let's say this again. Not that I could tolerate if it was siblings, but if it was all siblings, they're idiots. But when your mother's sitting there allowing it to happen, she's a bigger idiot. So, let me start by saying this. As a mother or a father, your job is to protect your child from anything and anybody. Because, right now, I protect my mother if she was alive. Because I'm a grown-ass man. She still would try to protect me. As a mother, that's a mother's instinct, is to protect her child. In the wild, you see bears. If you go to their little baby bears, a deer would attack you if you go near her little baby deer. A mother's natural instinct is to protect her child. I don't understand, and we're going to call it what it is. I don't understand why these black mothers think that it's okay to ridicule and abuse their kids for being gay. First of all, if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at yourself. You had the gay child. The child came out gay. So be mad at God, be mad at yourself, be mad at your husband because he gave you gay sperm. Whatever, however you want to, dissect it and make it right in your mind. Your child's not the problem. People kill me with that. Gay this, gay that. Well, then why don't you straight people stop having gay kids? Because the gays ain't having the kids. Not that we don't, but we're not having the gay kids that we're abusing. But it bothers me to know that a mother would do this to her child and think that it's okay. Like, you carried the baby for 9 months in your body to now, because the baby ain't walking the way you want it to walk, abuse them, ridicule them, make them feel less than because they're gay. Now, that's part of the video too that I didn't understand. Nowhere did the little boy say he was gay. They didn't even say he was gay. If you really watch the video, they said he was doing gay things. What are the gay things that he was doing? Playing with dolls? Jumping rope? Maybe the way he walked or the way he talked? Is that gay things that he was doing that warranted you to write the word gay on the side of his head and make his hair look the way it did and stand there and slap on him and ridicule him and make him feel like his whole life was worthless? At what point are y'all going to realize that all of that doesn't change who a person is? But yet, when white people do it to you for being black, that's an issue. That's the problem. You want to Black Lives Matter. But he's black. His life don't matter. I don't understand it. Let's really dissect the video some more. And I know I shouldn't say this, but I really don't care. They didn't look like educated people to me. I'm sure we could find them in any projects in any hood because they didn't look like educated people. And I'm basing that assessment on one, how he looked. I mean, let's be realistic. He's not working on Wall Street. And two, if they were educated, they would have never put that video on Instagram because they know that somebody's social worker is coming knocking on their door real soon. Because an educated person would know better. Not to abuse your child on Instagram and think that it's going to be okay. That nobody's going to report you or that somebody's not going to see it. Hell, there's a social worker watching my video right now that can go and try to find out who this little boy is and then report him to the social workers in their area and send somebody knocking on their door. And I'm just never once did I hear them say what this little boy did that was gay. He just ain't walking the way they want him to walk. He just ain't moving the way they want him to move. And the sad part is, and I've talked about it before, only black men are the only race of men that can only be thugs. We can only be thugs. We can't be nerds. We can't be just ourselves. We can't be gothic. We can't be nothing. We are just raised to be thugs. If we not thugging and walking around in Timbs with the pants hanging off our ass, there's a problem. We gay. We this, we that. If he's smart, he's not smart. They mad because he's smart. Oh, what kind of nerd are you? All you do is read books. And a black man can't be nothing but a thug in order to fit in to society and his life. Why? When did black people get that narrative that you have to be a thug? It wasn't always that way. Black men used to wear suits and ties all the time. They didn't want to be perceived that way. But now all of a sudden, everybody want to be a gun-toting thug. We can't be nothing but a thug if that's the only thing that we could be to survive in this world. I thank God that I didn't go through this. My family just let me be. Because, yes, I was that little boy that played with dolls. Yes, I was that little boy that took my grandmother's skirt and put it on. Child, I went as far as to put a towel on my head and act like it was here. They let me be me. They just let me be me. Now, I did have some uncles that wanted to whisper in my mother's ear, and that's why I don't like them, because they needed to mind their business. And me and my mother had a conversation when I got older. I said, why did you listen to them? Why would you not protect me from that? Why would you sit there and agree? I heard the conversations. And you would sit there and make it right because you didn't want to just say, that's my son and whoever he is, I love him. She apologized because I wasn't mad at it. I just wanted to know, what was she thinking? What was she thinking? Because in my mind, you were supposed to protect me. Whatever I did, being myself, you were supposed to protect me. And she felt like, well, you think I didn't protect you? I said, I didn't say that. I felt you didn't protect my sexual orientation. You knew. It wasn't a surprise. When I came out and told her, she said, what took you so long? And when I told her, because of the comments you would make, you would sit and make comments to call people the F word and make negative comments. So how do I come to you and tell you, oh, Ma, by the way, I'm that person that you're talking about? See, people don't think about that. Y'all don't think about the things that you say, and then you say, oh, my God, why didn't you tell me? And blah, 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 blah. But what did you say behind the scenes that may have stopped them from telling you? What did you say about other people in passing that they heard that would say, ooh, you feel that way like that? Oh, child, I can't never tell her, well, I'm just like that person. How do you just do that to a kid and think that it's okay? Like, nobody did it to you. Nobody took you and told you to get up out the ghetto. Because, again, you can look at them and tell they're not educated black people. And I'm going to say that till the day I die. And I could be wrong. It proved me wrong. Anybody that know them and know that they got real jobs and living a real life because they went to school and graduated, then let me know. And I have no problem with apologizing, but I'm going by what I saw. And then the brother, child, I would have had him up easily. He done been locked up. For him to act like that, he done been locked up. And most of the boys that was in jail, honey, I played with them. I'm from the hood. I know what I'm doing. That's the only kind of boys I would date. So you standing there doing all of that, you're not impressing the gay people, honey, because we looking at you like, child, I can have you up in 5 minutes. Like, I don't get it. I don't get this mentality. Y'all throw your kids out. You put them in the street. Homeless ain't gonna not make you gay. Being homeless ain't gonna not make you gay. Not being able to eat is not gonna make you gay. You are who you are, and one day y'all are gonna realize that and stop trying to change people. It's not a choice. Why would I wake up and make a choice? I'm already different. I'm a black man. Okay, I'm a black man in America, so I'm already different. Why would I want to be even more different and be ridiculed and laughed at and talked about and made a joke of? Why? Who in their right mind would do that? Most people want to fit in. Most people want to fit in with the crowd and not be talked about and not stand out and not necessarily not be seen, but just blend. So why would we make a decision to be something other than that? Why is it so hard in your mind to understand that we were born that way? But then I was told God don't make mistakes like that. Oh, I'm a mistake now. So what happens when you have a baby with one arm? What happens when you have a baby that's born blind? What happens when you have a baby that bones don't develop and they can't walk? What happens when you have a baby with Down syndrome? God didn't make them. Because we have visual mistakes of God, what the mistakes God made. But they weren't a mistake. He made them perfectly the way he wanted them to be. Period. I don't view them as a mistake. They have a purpose. And their purpose is whatever it is. I don't know what their purpose is, but it's a purpose. It's a reason why they were born that way. So you can't say God don't make mistakes when you see visually that mistakes are made. But black people want to make excuses, and for everything we do, there's an excuse. We just cannot accept that this is who my child is. Let me love them. Let me love him. Let me love her. And move on. Y'all want to try to change people and make people what you want them to be. What you want them to be, a thug? You want him to go to jail? Because that's what it seems like to me, because you said he was acting gay. So what is acting gay? What is he doing that is gay? I'm confused. Should he be out robbing stores? Should he be beating people up? Shooting people? Acting like he ain't got no common sense and home training in the street? Acting like the little boy that be knocking on my door all the time, lying. My toy is in your backyard and ain't shit of his in my backyard. Should he be doing that? I'd rather him be home playing with a doll than him being out in the street fighting and shooting people and end up in jail like the boy that was beating him up, his quote-unquote brother. And the dumbass mother sitting there letting it happen. How do you, like, I can't. See, that's the part that gets me. See, I understand Tramel's part. Tramel watched the video and was the little boy. because things like that happened to him when he was younger. See, for me, I can't identify. I can identify with the little boy because I understand what it's like for people to do that to you. But I more am bothered by the people that did it to him. I'm more bothered by the brother and the mother because how do you do that? How do you just sit there and slap him upside his head and make him say, come back on, and make him say, I'm not gay, and da da da. This whole speech that y'all created for his ass. Come on, he's a little kid, man. Like, he might not even be gay.
Then they made him get back on Instagram and say he wasn't gay.
Right. They wrote a whole book for him to get back on and say he wasn't gay. But I'm saying, how do you even know he's gay? Just because he, whatever he did, because again, they didn't say he caught him in a gay act. They said he's doing gay things. So I just want to know what those things are, because I'm sure if we knew, it's something stupid and dumb. I'm sure it's something stupid and dumb. And then somebody sent a message to us yesterday that like really warmed my heart. She was bothered by what she saw on the video with Tramel's video. And she said that her child, I'm going to say her child, because I didn't understand if the transition was from boy to girl or girl to boy. So I'm just going to say her child because I don't want to misgender her child. But when she said that and she supports them, I was like, oh my God. We need more mothers like that. We need more mothers that just embrace. Let me tell you something. I get it that you don't understand. I don't expect you to understand. But if your son comes to you and tell you that he's gay, then you know what my mother told me? Okay, I'm okay with that. And then I guess I'll have to treat it like my sister, her name is Tracy. I have to treat it like when Tracy brings the boy home. If I don't like him, I'm going to tell you. And I said, Ma, that's fine. Because that's all it is. It's no different. If you had a daughter and she brought a man home and you didn't like him and you going to tell her, look, I don't like him. I don't think he's the one for you. But you have to do that with your son. And if it's your daughter, you have to, I don't like her. She don't seem like she's really for you. Whatever the case may be. Now, transition is a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. But again, if your child comes to you and tells you, I feel like I'm in the wrong body, there are places for you to get counseling and for them to get counseling before they start transitioning, to make sure that what they feel is really what they feel and not that they're just gay and wanna and are feminine and just want to be in a feminine body. That's why they send them to therapists that specialize in that, so they can make sure that they are really trans and they can go through the transition the proper way. And I'm okay with that. You can't stop a person from being who stopped you from being who you wanted to be? Who? Tell me. Because last time I checked, most of us made our own decisions and did what we had to do. Not many of us are doing what our parents wanted us to do. Not many of us. But see, it's okay if your parents wanted you to be a doctor and then you become a lawyer or you become a nurse or you just like, I want to own 10 stores or whatever. Hell, I want to flip burgers and McDonald's because they're just getting $15 an hour now. I might go to McDonald's. Shit. But I'm saying, like, who stopped you from being who you wanted to be? So how dare you come along with a child and try to stop them from being who they were made to be? It just, it's horrible to me. I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't live in my truth. I've always lived in my truth. I've put up pictures on the community wall when I was a little boy, and child, the poses alone told you I was a little queen, honey. The poses alone told you, ooh, this little boy is a queen, honey. Because I didn't care. because I never felt nothing was wrong with me. People could sit and say it all day long. I never felt nothing. I was who I was made to be. Even as a little boy. So I don't,
Lucky you.
everybody can't say they lived that. Everybody can't say they've done that. I tried to play straight. I went out on dates with girls. I felt like a lesbian. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what am I doing? Like, ugh. And when I say that, I don't mean it like it was disgusting. It just wasn't who I was. No matter how I tried, and I tried because it was like, okay, I'm the preacher's son, honey. My grandmother is the mother of the church. I cannot be this way. So I tried to be straight. I borrowed God every night. Please just turn me regular. Please just make me regular. I promise you, if you make me like child, I had bargains and deals with God every night when I went to sleep. And guess what? I woke up gay as a jaybird. Nothing I said made God change his mind. Nothing I said. See, that's the part people don't understand. People just think, oh, they out and they proud. And no, it's a process. And yes, I am proud. I am very proud that I was able to live in my truth, especially in my time. In my time, see, nowadays, it's like everybody wants, it's like gay is the thing to be, or pansexual, or some kind of anything is the way to be. Because see, these new kids ain't conforming to that bullshit that their parents conform to, and their parents' parents conform to, and they screaming, "I am who I am," and deal with it. I'm going to be me. Deal with it. And people can't deal with that nowadays because that ain't how they was taught. That ain't how they was raised. But they have no choice. Because you're going to have a lot of kids that's running around homeless, that's running around with nowhere to go if you keep throwing them out. But the only people that tend to throw them out are black people. White people don't have this conversation. White women don't sit around and talk about white trans women. They're not threatened by white trans women as much as some black women are threatened by black trans women. I don't understand why it's always us, why we always have a problem, why we always have to have a conversation, why if we're oppressed to begin with, we want to turn around and oppress other people that are different. It doesn't make sense to me. It boggles my mind. See, that's the part that gets me. Because again, I don't want to say I can't identify with that little boy, because trust me, I could see the pain in his face. I could see it in his eyes. I could hear it in his voice. I can relate to that. I can. I've been in situations where people have pulled me out of the closet when I was younger that I didn't want that to happen. I've seen a situation where a little boy called another little boy the F word, and I cringed, and I wanted to strangle him because the other little boy that he said it to, the look on his face, I identified with that because that was me. That was me playing with boys, and one of them decided to call me the F word, and I'm sitting there like heartbroken, broken, destroyed, face on the floor, and what do? Well, what I did was punch him in the mouth because I wasn't having him. Like, I punched him in the mouth and knocked him out. But at the end of the day, nobody should be made to feel that way. Nobody should be made to feel that way. There are therapists who specialize in issues assisting LGBT. You're right. And no excuse for parents in these days and time. Right. I think we all knew who you were from. That's my cousin. My cousin said, Joe, I think we all knew who you were from a very young age, especially since you wouldn't let Tracy and me be Wonder Woman. No, when you play superheroes, honey, I was Wonder Woman. You could be Batgirl or somebody. I was Wonder Woman, honey. They know. My cousins knew. See, that's what I'm saying. My cousin is right there in the chat and put it. They knew because I always lived in my truth because I never felt nothing was wrong with me. I don't care who said what. I don't care who came to my mother and told her something wrong with your son. I was going to live in my truth. And she knew. You know what? I applaud my mother because one, she got the brunt of it. Like, why are you letting your son do this and da 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 and blah 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 and la la la. But even though she got that, and I felt she should have cursed them out and told them to mind their fucking business, she never tried to change me. She never tried to make me do things I didn't want to do. She would once in a while say, "You want to play baseball? You want to go on the baseball team?" I say, okay. Because I did enjoy playing baseball. She took me to the little thing to see the boys play baseball or whatever, to see if I wanted to do it. And when I saw them sliding into second base, I said, do I have to like slide on the floor and get dirty like that? She was like, yes. I said, oh no, I don't want to play. Oh God. I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I'll run around the bases, but I'm not sliding into anything. Because he was teaching them how to slide into second base. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting dirty like that. Why would I want to do that? No. And then when I got older and went to high school, they wanted me to play football because I could run. And as big as I was, and then I could run, I was like, you think that all those boys running after me, I'm going to run away from them with the ball? Child, I'm going to run right to them with the ball, honey, because I want them to tackle me. What I look like running away from boys, child? No, I want to run to them. I was a mess. But I just always knew who I was. People need to understand, you can't change who a person is. I don't care how much you pray. I don't care how much you try to brainwash them. I don't care how much you do whatever you do. You can't change them. And yes, you may get lucky that your son likes to play baseball or football or basketball. There's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of gay men that do that. That don't mean they're not gay. That just means that they enjoy sports. I wanted to be a cheerleader on the sidelines, child. I didn't want to play. My fat, lazy ass didn't want to do it. I didn't want to get dirty. I was like, I'm not getting dirty. I'm not doing that. Do you have a Vogue competition? Now I'll get on the floor and roll around on the floor voguing, but I'm not running around with a ball. That's not going to happen. And I remember one time, I was with my cousin Valerie, and we went to this basketball. There was a bunch of boys she knew on the basketball. It had to be her because that was the only time when we used to go to her house in the summertime. And of course, the boys looked at me and knew I was gay. And they was like, something happened. And they was like, you can't throw this. I said, oh, honey, I can get the ball in that hoop. Trust and believe that. And they was like, bet you can't do it 3 times. I said, bet you I can do it 4. And I stood on the free throw line and I threw it in, swoosh, 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 swoosh. Didn't miss it one time. Because I'm gay means I don't know how to take a ball and throw it through a hoop. No. That's the problem. That's what people think, and that's not true. Just because I chose not to do it doesn't mean that I can't do it. It means that I chose not to do it. Especially basketball, child. I couldn't. I tried because I'm 6'3". I tried. But child, when they got behind me and was rubbing up on me, I was like, oh, child, no, honey, I can't do this. Because, see, I kept myself out of situations that I knew was going to get me in trouble back then. Because I was too busy trying to be straight, trying not to be who I was. So when situations would come across that I knew I couldn't handle, I'm playing basketball and this boy all up on me. I'm like, ooh, no, I can't play no more. No, I can't do it. Because, you know, now, probably. I used to love going to the barbershop, honey, and plant my hands right on the seat so that when he got close, everything got close, honey. I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess. I'm a whole mess. Joe doesn't seem like the kind of guy who wanted to get his clothes dirty or wrinkled playing sport. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That was me. Hey, Auntie Pee Wee. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Liz Martin. You are absolutely right. I, not me. I walk in the room and I smell like air freshener. Everybody know I was coming in. You want me to get dirty? Chill. No. I would have a fit if I spilled something on my shirt, like if I was drinking coffee on my way to work and I would have a fit. Like I would not be right all day because I just would feel like I need to go change my shirt just because. And it just, yeah, I was a little prissy one. I ain't gonna lie. Why you say that? What's that one for? I was a little prissy one. When honey, when Tremel met me,
prissy one.
I was done. Every time me and Tremel went out back in the day, but I tell you, I was done, honey. I was done to perfection. Hair perfectly lined, eyebrows perfectly arched, beard perfectly lined up. I was on point. Now I'm old. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I really don't. I don't care because I'm like, all that stuff don't make me me. That's a whole nother conversation. But child, back in the day, I was done, honey. I walked in the room and everybody was like, who that bitch think he is? Woo, yes, that was me, honey. I was always done, and unbothered.
And then you try to read me because I'm like that.
Hey, out and about. I was done. But I just, I don't know. It bothered my spirit watching that video because, like I said, I was more into why they were treating him that way, why they were trying to, I know why, but why do it on video? Like, you're really trying to embarrass him and make him feel bad for who he is. It's not going to change him. Okay, so he'll butch it up around you. So he'll, grab his dick and put his pants under his ass cheeks and all of that. But then when he gets to where he's going to be himself.
Yeah, but at that age, it might just be a phase.
Right. But Terrell, see, that's the thing. Nobody said he was engaging in gay activity. They kept saying he did something. He's doing gay stuff. That's what is the gay stuff that he's doing?
Right.
Because I'm sure it's some stupid petty shit.
What the hell is gay
like
stuff?
crying or whining or some dumb shit that don't even make a person gay that he's doing, and they just, oh, you're gay. Oh, you're doing gay things. That little boy could be straight as the arrow. And y'all accusing him of being gay because he cried or because he picked up a doll. Oh, you're doing gay things. Really? Really, black people? Is that what we've come down to? Your son cries and he's gay. He picks up a doll and decides to play with it like it's an action figure. He's gay. Is that what we doing now, black people? And another thing somebody need to answer for me. Where is this gay agenda y'all are all coming up with? Please, put me on. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know about the lifestyle, and I want to know about the agenda. Because I feel like I'm missing out on something. Because I am gay. I own it, child. I'm gayer than gay. But I don't know about this gay lifestyle, and I don't know about this gay agenda.
That's what they say, we live a lifestyle.
Because a lifestyle, we live a lifestyle. Honestly, Roxanne is in here. We do the same thing. Me and Tremel do the same thing Roxanne and her husband do. We go to the movies sometimes when it was okay. We go out to eat dinner when it was okay before the coronavirus. We go to the mall. We go out. We have fun. We do the same thing that heterosexual people do. So what's this gay lifestyle that we're living? Because I'm missing out on something. Tyrone and Famous, if y'all know, tell me. Because y'all do the same things that I just said. Y'all go on vacations. Y'all go to movies. Y'all eat out. Y'all have breakfast together. Y'all have dinner together. So what is this agenda, this lifestyle? Because I want to know. I need to be a part of this gay lifestyle. Please tell me. I feel like I'm missing out on something that I should be a part of. And then this agenda. What is it? Who started it? And could I get a list of what it is, please? Because I feel like I'm missing out on something because you see gay people on TV. Well, I'm tired of seeing straight people on TV. How about that? I'm tired of watching movies, and every time I turn around, I got to watch a man and a woman kiss. How about that? How about that? Every movie I see is always a boy and a girl, and she's getting pregnant and having his baby, and they're living happily ever after. Or they go to summer camp, and I gotta watch them with their little titties out and running across the grass to get killed by Jason or Freddy. But I'm tired of seeing that. I've lived with the straight agenda for 50 years. Well, let's say 48, because in the last 2, that's when the gay agenda started, according to the straight people.
Gay agenda.
And again, white people aren't saying there's a gay agenda. Latino people aren't saying there's a gay agenda. It's black people.
In the church.
Oh, we ain't even going to get on the church. Because, honey, they act like gay is the only sin. But meanwhile, they fucking each other and popping out babies here and there. They brothers is their sisters and their sisters is their brothers. Honey, we ain't even going to talk about the church. We not. Because then I'm going to say some things that I might end up being sorry for later on just because I know Jesus ain't pleased with me. I don't give a fuck about the church people. And that's just real. Because church is the reason why most of these black people are treating their kids that way in the first place. Because they've been brainwashed by the church. But we ain't going to talk about that. Like I said, we ain't going to talk about that. Hey, Uncle Fred. My uncle in the room, too. He can tell y'all. Joe has lived in his truth, honey. When Every Woman came on, I started spinning around the room. And walking on my grandmother's coffee table, honey, giving a prance and a pounce, honey.
So you was Wonder Woman too?
Yeah, that's what Val put in the chat. I knew it when you would never let us play Wonder Woman. And I told him all these stories, and for him, it was like, far-fetched. Like, that's impossible. You couldn't have did that. And then he heard my sister say it, and my cousins, and my uncle, and he was like, oh my God, you really... I lived in my truth. I did. I lived in my truth. I just was who I was. And I didn't care. I didn't.
You didn't get a beating?
Jamel was like, you didn't get a beating? I said, a beating for what? For being me? No, maybe I got smacked for walking across, doing runway across the table at the age of 3. Because my ass shouldn't have been walking across my grandmother's coffee table. But that's a whole other story. But, you know. Yes, honey, I was posting pictures like at 5 years old. I'm bald. I remember that song, and you got to be old to remember it. It was a perfume called Angelique. And the commercial was, I could bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never let you forget you're a man. Because I'm a woman, Angelique. That was the song. So one day, my aunt, she married into the family, was watching us because my grandmother needed to go somewhere. And that song came on TV. And I started doing like the woman on TV. I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan. And she let me sing the whole song. Right? But I'm mimicking what I see the woman on TV doing. You can't sing that song because you're not a woman. I said, you don't tell me what to do. You're not my mother, first of all. And second of all, I am a woman. I had to be like 8. I'm not lying. I had to be like 8 or 9 years old. I promise you, because I've always had a smart ass mouth. My grandmother used to pop me in the mouth all the time because you're not going to tell me what to do. I've always had that attitude as a child, and I used to get fucked up. I ain't going to lie. My grandmother used to beat the shit out of me because of it. Because I always had that attitude. You're not going to tell me what to do. And then I stood there and sang it again. And really shimmied this time, honey, to show her you're not going to tell me what to do. If I say I'm a woman, bitch, I'm a woman. Ooh, I was a mess. I was a mess. I own it. I was a mess. But you're not going to tell me if I tell you I was a woman, Angelique, honey, that I wasn't a woman. I just needed some Angelique perfume to spray on after the fact. Oh, right, Morton. If there's a gay agenda, me and Tramel missing out on some checks. You right about that.
Right.
You are right about that.
I need my money.
I did, Tyrone. I did. I looked at her, and she was like, "You can't sing that song because you're not a woman." I said, "Honey, I can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan, and I will never let him forget he's a man because I'm a woman."
Tyrone said, "I can't with you."
Oh, I was a mess. When I tell y'all I was a mess, like this mouth has always gotten me in trouble, and it's gotten me out of trouble as well.
Tyrone said he on the floor laughing.
But I don't know. I would become so enraged when people tried to stop me from being me. I would become when I tried to stop me from being me, it was okay. Because I just felt like, oh my God, I can't embrace what this is. Like and then you feel like you're the only one. You feel like you're the only one. You're the only one going through this. You're the only one in the world like this because you don't really know other gay people. You're not around other gay people. You can only suspect that somebody's gay, but you're not really around other gay people. So you feel like you're the only one. And child, when I stepped in a gay club, I had thought I died and went to heaven. I was like, oh, Jesus, there's more people in this world just like me. Everybody's just like me. But it's a freeing feeling because now you know there are other people in the world like you. And now you can come here and meet them and talk to them and really be yourself and be who you want to be. And, have fun and talk and laugh and joke. And I feel sorry for the kids today because they don't have that. They really don't have that. And social media messed that up for them because all they do is fight. All they do is fight. I see videos of these young ones at the club, and I feel like sorry for them because all they do is fight. That's all they do constantly is fight each other. And I'm like, that's not the way to go. We needed a reality show because grandma chasing you around the house was hilarious. Right, Val? She used to chase me around the house to beat me. And then I blockade myself in the bathroom. And you see her pushing on the door. JoJo, move! You better move from behind this door. And I'd be like, no, y'all ain't gonna beat me. I tire her out so that when I came out the bathroom, she would forget all about the beating. Oh my God. And she pushed the door open. And she put her hand through with the belt, and I push her hand. I know you didn't just push my hand. I said, I don't want to hurt you when the door closed. I was like, I don't want to hurt you when the door closed because I'm not opening it. I did. Val seen it happen. She knows I'm telling the truth. Val knows because she's been there in the summertime. When my grandmother would chase me around the house. If Tracy was in the chat, she used to get it too. And she'd run around and run in the bathroom and barricade her. My grandmother used to beat us. Child, by today's standards, she would be locked up for abuse, honey. But it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me. It didn't. It helped me. To be honest, it helped me. It didn't hurt me. I mean, yeah, I could have did without some of the beatings and the bruises and things like that. But I deserved the beatings when I got them. I'm not gonna say I didn't deserve them. It wasn't like she was just beating on me for the hell of it. I deserved the beating now. Did I deserve to be beat like that? No. But I deserved the beating. So I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm just going to say, yes, when you're bad, you deserve a beating. So, you get a beating, you do the crime, you pay the time. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. Roxanne is dropping TheMKingz Boutique in the chat, and I just dropped the link for Tramel's and I anniversary. We are going to do an anniversary special, and yes, y'all get to see us together again. Actually, you get to see us together tomorrow when we do the recap of this week's shows. So be here for that tomorrow. And our anniversary is coming up 6/30. We got married June 30th.
26
excuse me. The 26th is our anniversary special. But the actual date of our anniversary is 6/30, which we're going to come on again because he already told me we're coming on for our anniversary and the anniversary special. So be here for that. Definitely be here for that. And hey, Joseph, just dropping by. Hey, Charlene. I really, really, really wish Charlene could bake me a cake for my anniversary. Because one day, I promise you, one day, I'm going to get a cake from you. I am. One day, I'm going to make it my business to be where you at and get me a cake because them cakes look absolutely amazing.
I'm going to her house and I ain't going to never leave.
Tremel said he's coming to your house and that he ain't never going to leave. Because her, if y'all don't know, Baking with Charlene, go to her channel, definitely, and check it out. Because she gives you the recipes for everything that she cooks. But everything, well, I should say bakes, because cooking and baking is two different things. So everything she bakes, she puts the recipes up. So if you are a baker, you can definitely try. I said this year I was going to try to start baking, and I did. I baked the cornbread from scratch. Tremel was absolutely loving it. I made them cookies from scratch that he swear were not made from scratch. Because I finally got them to taste like grandma's. And what else did I make? That was it so far. The cookies and the cornbread. I haven't made a cake yet. I'm going to try to make me a cake. Actually, you know what? I might do that today, now that I said it. I might try to make me a bundt cake. I might just do that today. But actually, hey Monica. Right, Val. Don't stuff. I remember you told me too. You was like, oh, I can't watch Baking with Charlene because everything she have make me want to eat. I was like, yeah, everything she makes, you just want to reach through the screen and grab it and bite it. But yeah. Y'all, I'm going to get out of here because Tremel and I have a birthday party to go to a little later. And we are going to go there and do that. And only God knows when we're going to come home. Last weekend, we didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning. But that's about what our Saturday is going to end up being. Going to a birthday party and making sure my child is okay because he couldn't sleep last night because his little buzz cut. So I guess when you cut your hair low, and lay on it. I know what it feels like when the hair starts sticking you. So he was just up and rolling around on the bed, rolling around on the floor, trying to get comfortable. And then Tramel found him in the leg sleeping in our box of clothes because that was comfortable to him. So Tramel went downstairs and got his little bed and put it on our bed, and then he curled up in the bed and went to sleep finally. So I had to make sure my baby is okay because they cut him low, low, low because Jomel was like, oh, like a sheep. I'm telling you, if my dog didn't go crazy for me, I swear I wouldn't known that was him. I wouldn't have known it was him. He looks completely different with all that hair off. He looks like a little. But I don't even know where Jomel is at.
He right up on the game.
No, he probably in the box.
Wait a minute.
He ain't under me. He ain't under me. He in the box. He probably in the box.
Is he?
He in the box.
No.
Then he went downstairs on his
He
bed.
tired. He in his bed.
He tired because he ain't sleep last night. He in his bed. He downstairs in his bed on the couch. Cause I put it on the chase lounge side of the couch. He ain't down there?
No.
But then he up here somewhere. Look in the closet. Bob, come here. Come here, Bob. I hear his clinging. Child, Jomel hiding in the house, y'all. I'm Tramel trying to get him to show him to y'all.
He downstairs. Oh, there we go. He in the box.
I told you he was in the box. Uncle Fred, Charlene, that's not whose bakery is in Jersey City. Monique's bakery is in Jersey City. Tramel bringing him for y'all to see. Look at him. Bald as an eagle. My baby bald as an eagle. He don't even look the same. He bald as an eagle. He look like a fat chihuahua to me. You want to go back in the box? He don't even look the same. He look like a fat... Oh, you going to talk to the people? No, don't lick the microphone. Come on, sit him up. Sit him up.
He can't even lay on the floor.
Yeah. It's because the hairs are sticking under him. And he got to get used to being short. Because he was used to being long. Because we let his hair go for a long time. He was in the box. Sleeping in the clothes. But yeah, he looked... Child, when she showed me my dog, I was like, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the fact that Jomel went crazy when I walked in there, I would have said, that ain't my dog. Because he looked totally different without hair. Totally different. He ain't cold. It ain't cold in here. I can't keep it too cold because Tramel be having a fit and then sleeping on heating pads and stuff like that. You know I like it cold. Tramel don't like it cold. What's the matter, Pop? You want to go back in the box? You can. He don't like this short hair child. He can't get comfortable. Believe me, it'll start growing out real soon. It don't take him but about 2 weeks that he gonna start looking wavy. He gonna start looking. But see, now I gotta walk him while he look like this, because all the people that saw him looking like a little bear, they're gonna say, "You got a new dog?" No, it's the same dog. He got a haircut. Because my baby was out walking, looking like a little bear, looking like a little sheep.
That video going on almost at 600.
Well, y'all, like I said, I am going to get out of here. Thank y'all for coming today and watching my video. Y'all know we love y'all. The TheMKingz love y'all. So please, please, please make sure you are following us on all social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to become part of the TheMKingz Kingdom, hit that join button and be a night at our round table. If you don't see the join button and you want to join, just look in the description box. It's there right now. Look in the link, click the link, and it'll take you to the join button. And make sure you check out the TheMKingz Boutique. For everything TheMKingz, you can get your coffee mugs, you can get leggings. Make sure you check out our Dare to Be Different merchandise. So everything TheMKingz and Dare to Be Different, you can get there. And look out next weekend for the relaunch of Dare to Be Different. With me, Joseph McCray, with Roxanne from Speak Your Truth with Roxanne, and Tramel McCray from the TheMKingz, and Tanika, Shawnette, the plus size doll. Dare to be different will be different. And we want you to dare to be different as well. So look out for that next week. And please, 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 always remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. I don't have to tell you because you already know. But I'm going to tell you anyway because we have some new subscribers. And thank y'all for being a new subscriber. Thank you so much. And please, always walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness again. And you know what it is. You know what it is. Say it with me. It's what? Team McCray.
All damn day.
Damn day. Later, y'all.